I'd like to call to order the Montgomery County Industrial Development Agency Governance Committee meeting at 2:50. Our new business is the policy and procedures manual review.
Yes, Chair, and we have Chris Kennedy here from Hopkins Russ to discuss the proposed changes to the UTEP policy based upon the legislation that was adopted by the state. Go ahead, Chris.
You guys are catching me flat-footed on this one. I didn't know we were getting into it. To be dead honest with you. I was concentrating on Dollar General and golf courses. So you have a copy of Joe talked about. Yeah, okay, so the new law requires, you recall that we hold a public hearing for a street exchange act, and we have to send a public hearing notice to the tax jurisdictions. The new law requires, in addition to that, after you adopt the public hearing resolution, you send that public hearing resolution to the affected tax jurisdictions. So now we're sending a certified copy of the public hearing resolution and then also the public hearing notice. It's just a two-step process. It wants more and more transparency for everyone to know what's going down the pipe. I was interested to know that we were amending each other to reflect this.
Yeah, that's how Joe sent it.
Some of the other ideas are just letting it rip.
That's how Joe and Shannon sent it to us, so I'm assuming that's the way they wanted us to implement it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just so the board knows, that's the only items that you see here, that's changing as part of the nothing else that is changing policy except for that. And as part of our IDA application in the very beginning, that's on the last page of the package you have, on the very beginning where it says for agency use, that's for internal, for the process of application, make sure you follow all the steps. If you'll see number 7 and number 8, it's mailing the resolution, the public hearing resolution to the tax jurisdictions, and then to mail the public hearing notice to the tax jurisdictions, which we would always do anyways. And when we do receive an IDA application, just so you're aware, you know, we've always done this. We receive an IDA application that the council's looked at, and they're okay with it. When we officially get it and it's signed, we will send it to all the affected tax jurisdictions, so they have it. We tell them we're going to start taking action on that at the next 90 days. So we've done pretty well with the notification process. It's just one more layer. And then the other one is, as part of the UTEP policy, we just, as part of the changes, statutory changes, we just have to notify the taxing jurisdictions 2 years prior to the expiration of the pilot agreement. And we work with them. So we had that just now 2 years prior, we always notify them, probably about a year prior of the.
Yeah, and I didn't know if you wanted our help with that, and you could give us a list of pilots that are up or coming up for expiration.
Yeah,
she have forms to send those out.
Sheila's created different files.
Yeah, I have a different file that I've always used right along, so I just added that column, termination date in there.
So just, you just give us that list and Shannon, grab the forms. The other thing is, it's terribly, say this in open street, it's terribly written, but it says every 2 years before. What if you have one that expires next year? Well, the logic is you should send those in. You shouldn't wait 2 years. You don't have 2 years. So if you just give us.
We just had 2 that expired last year.
Yeah.
And now we don't have one for another couple of years.
Okay, so you're okay. Yeah, so if you want to give us that.
Yeah, give us that one, yeah.
So what would be the next steps, Chris, with regards to when it comes to the full board meeting in relation to the changes to the UTEP policy?
Well, if you're going to actually change in some, I don't, Joe didn't talk about this one. Sometimes when you amend that you take the material things, you wouldn't need a full public hearing. If you change, you're making actual material changes. Just sit down with the tax jurisdictions, and we should also have a public hearing to discuss this, which no one will show up for probably, but you should have that. And then after the public hearing is held, I don't think we need a full written motion to have a public hearing resolution for this one because it's administrative. We would set up the public hearing, and then at the next meeting after the public hearing is held, we adopt the resolution approving the changes to the UTEP. So that would be next month's meeting.
Okay. So we'll just have a motion during a regular meeting to schedule a public hearing, and then we'll send notices out in their turn to all the tax jurisdictions
And
with
you try to
changes.
notice, everyone look at it.
Okay, sounds good.
So we don't need to send this to the full board for approval.
No, you should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're sending this for the full board.
I can have a public hearing. Yeah.
So can we get a motion to approve and accept and send to the full board the changes to the policies and procedures manual?
Make the motion.
Thank you. A second? I'll second. All in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? Perfect. Then we can adjourn. Can I have a motion for adjournment? Thank you. Second. All right. Everyone in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed?